Hey everybody, Shelly here, and today I've got a requested add-on from the little Mascara Showdown that I did the other day. I will link it down below if you did not catch it. I basically took 12 of my high-end mascaras in my collection and put them all on for you so you could see the difference in how they apply on my lashes, which are very uncooperative lashes. My lashes are straight. They do not like to hold a curl. They are not cooperative in any way, shape, or form. So the couple of top mascaras that came out of that showdown were the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir and the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes, which, no surprise, they're two of my favorite high-end mascaras. So I'm going to put the two of these side by side and wear them throughout the day and see how they hold up in a wear test, because application is great. They can look beautiful when you first put them on, but how do they hold up throughout the day? So that's what we're going to do today. You can see I've got my whole face on except no mascara, so we are going to do a little wear test. But what I really want to see is how do these wear throughout the day? Which ones flake? Which ones don't? Now, to give you some information from their websites, the difference between the two. The Charlotte Tilbury retails for $32 versus $26 for the Marc Jacobs, so $8 difference there is significant. Now, the Charlotte Tilbury claims 13 times more volume with just 3 coats. Doesn't clump, doesn't crack, doesn't drop. Thick, lush Hollywood false lash effect. The longer the lashes, the more flattering the look. So they're both claiming to be volumizing and lengthening. Same with the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. They lash maximizing, super concentrated black pigment, instant smudge proof length and volume in 3 strokes or less. Velvet Noir gives you the thickest lashes in one sweep. So that's what we're expecting here. We're expecting some volume, we're expecting some length, we're expecting no flaking, we're expecting hold a curl, we're expecting all that good stuff. So we're going to find out if that is actually true. So I'm going to apply the Marc Jacobs on the left side, Charlotte Tilbury on the right side, and let's see where we end up. Now the Marc Jacobs brush reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex brush. It's got sort of the curvy hourglass shape to it. Now, I have already curled my lashes, not that you can tell because they don't hold a curl. So let's go in and put some of this mascara on. Now, I normally do 2 coats of all of my mascaras, and both of these products say that they get their best results in 3 coats. So I will give them 3 coats, and to give them the most fair shake, I think I will do a coat on this side, a coat on that side, a coat on this side, a coat on that side, so that they can dry in between. Now you see I'm playing with my outer edge here. These lashes just don't like to cooperate, and if I don't sort of push them into position, they just stick all different funny directions. So there's 1 coat of Marc Jacobs. The Charlotte Tilbury brush has a similar structure to the Marc Jacobs, but not really the curvature or the signature hourglass shape. So let's do the Charlotte Tilbury over here. So this is coat number 1 of the Charlotte Tilbury. On 1 coat, I feel like I'm getting a little bit less clumping on the Marc Jacobs side versus the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't feel like I'm getting quite as much of every single lash is getting caught with the mascara. So let's go coat number 2. Now, one thing I've always felt to be true with the Marc Jacobs is that there's a very fine line between it looking awesome and going too far. And if you cross that line, there's almost no going back, which is why I usually stop after 2 coats, so I'm not so risking crossing that line. But I'm going to go with what the product advises me to do, and we're just going to do 3 coats on each. See, like second coat starts to get spiky, and I feel like we're gonna go, if we go too much farther, we're gonna be looking clumpy bad. All right, here's the second coat for Charlotte Tilbury. Same kind of thing. At the second coat, I feel like you start losing separation between the lashes and it starts to get clumpy. And we are kind of getting that with the Charlotte Tilbury as well. But I definitely look like I got a ton of lashes going on, that's for sure. All right, third coat. I don't think I've ever done a third coat of either one of these, so this is an experiment. Here we go. That actually kind of helped the Marc Jacobs spread out a little bit more. Although I do feel like my lashes have cement on them right now. But yeah, this is a lot of mascara. Third coat for Charlotte. One thing this really should give us a good idea of, with this many coats of mascara, if this stuff is going to flake off, it'll flake off for sure. I think the third coat looks really nice on both, actually. I am slightly preferring the look on the Marc Jacobs side. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more upward curl on the Marc Jacobs side than the Charlotte Tilbury side. I feel like this side is losing its curl pretty quickly. I'm just going to try to encourage it to dry in an upward curled way. I usually do this with my mascara as it starts to dry. Just try to sort of hold the lashes upward as it dries. My lashes they really don't ever want to hold a curl, and they like to just go back to being straight. And I'm trying to do everything I can to make them stay curled. So, I think both sides have given me volume, both sides have given me length. At 3 coats, it's a little more clumpy than I would like, but I do think they both look fine, and they both look like I've got a lot of lashes going on, which I really don't naturally have a ton of lashes going on. So let me zoom you guys in, and you can get a look at the mascara fresh. There you have it. I'm going to wear this all day, and I will come back later on tonight, and we'll see how it did. Hey guys, thought I would check in. We're at about the 4-hour mark with these mascaras, and nothing has flaked off. Nothing's chipping. I think really both sides are still holding the curl that they started with, at least after I had manipulated the heck out of them to get them to look slightly curled. I also want to note that this is the Liquid Catsuit lipstick, has not been touched up, and I ate an entire sandwich and a bag of chips and a Diet Coke, and it did not even wear off in the middle. I don't want to do duck lips at you, but no duck face, but that is where we're at, and I thought that was pretty impressive, and so far so good. So I will check back at the end of the night. That's Merlin. Alrighty, it has been a little over 9 hours. Drum roll, please. Remember, we had the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir on this side and the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes on this side. They've held up just fine. I think both equally kept any curl that I had going on. Let me apologize in advance for my dishwasher. I had very bad timing when I started that, but now it's all happening. So, good hold on the curl. Both at the 3-coat level I think looked a little more clumpy than I tend to like. I usually just do 2 coats, but I wanted to compare them based on the instructions from the manufacturer. Which side has some flaking? It's very, very minor, but there are 2 or 3 mascara flakes on the Charlotte Tilbury side. No flaking going on the Marc Jacobs side. A little bit, tiniest bit. And this is 9 hours later. All the way through the day there was no flaking whatsoever until just recently. So let me zoom you guys in and you can just see there's barely anything there, but there's something there. So the couple of visible spots of flaked mascara, there's one right there, right above my brush. There's one right here, and there's a teeny tiny one right here. So I've got 3 pretty obvious ones, and really nothing on the Marc Jacobs side. So who wins this mascara showdown? It's the Marc Jacobs, especially nice because it is the less expensive of the 2, but I've got to say I really like both of these mascaras. I wouldn't kick either one of them out of bed for eating crackers. Unrelated side note, I have not touched up this liquid catsuit, this Wet n Wild liquid catsuit, a single time all day. It has been on my lips for over 9 hours. I ate a full meal, a foot-long sandwich, a bag of chips. I have been drinking Diet Coke all day, and I think this is pretty doggone impressive. It's just now starting to wear off the center of my lips. Sorry for the duck face, but after my meal, if you follow me on Snapchat, you should. It is Geek Out of Water. I posted that it was still not worn off at all in the center of my mouth, which I thought was really impressive. So, note, FYI, there you go. Liquid catsuit, Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Rebel Rose. Wears really well, even through food. So, thumbs up for that. And thumbs up for the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir, the winner in this showdown. So my plans for these mascara videos, I'm going to do a drugstore mascara showdown similar to the high-end mascara showdown that I just did. Please leave suggestions down below for what mascaras you would like to see, because I am going to have to buy a few more because I don't have as many drugstore mascaras as I have high-end mascaras, so I am going to pick up a few. So let me know what you want to see. Leave me a comment. And that I'm going to film sometime next week. And once we come up with a top 2 drugstore mascaras, I'll do a wear test on the top 2 of those, just like this. And then I will take the number 1 drugstore mascara and put it up against the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir, and we'll see if they are at all comparable and see how much money you can save, or if it's just too different of quality of product. So we will find out. Those are my mascara plans. If you have any other ideas for mascara showdowns, or you want to see any other kinds of videos, feel free to leave me comments below. I love taking your guys' feedback and turning it into videos. So let me know what you think, and if you like this video and want to see more mascara reviews, give me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate your time. Thanks for geeking out over makeup with me. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and take care of each other. Bye-bye.